Today's learning target is I can write phrases as algebraic expressions and equations. There are a couple of terms that I'd like to go over with you here first. The first one is variable. And a variable is any symbol, and usually in math it's a letter, but it can be any symbol, and it represents any amount or any number. So in this case, this n means some number. Another term that I want to go over is algebraic expression. Okay, and this is an example of an algebraic expression. In an algebraic expression we have a variable, and we have a number, and we have some operation that we're going to do. In this case it's adding. It could be subtracting, dividing, multiplying, any of those. When you have that, it's an algebraic expression. And this is called algebra. So when we have math that includes algebraic expressions, that's algebra. So today you're going to be asked to translate a phrase, which just means put a phrase into an algebraic expression. So here we have a phrase: Maria had $2 and made $6 an hour babysitting. We want to put that into an algebraic expression. Now, when we have a phrase, one of the things we do is we look for key words that can give us hints about what we're going to do. And you'll notice the keywords poster on the wall will help you with that. Okay, one of those keywords, and in math oftentimes means we add. So I'm going to put a little add sign here. So if I'm going to put this phrase into an expression, I can start here. She had $2. Okay, so I'm going to put a 2 here. And often means plus. And she made $6 an hour babysitting. So for every 1 hour, she gets $6. So if it was 2 hours, she'd get $12. If it was 3 hours, she'd get $18. Now I think to myself, how did I get that? Well, I'm taking 6 times how many hours she babysat. So if she babysat 1 hour, it was 6 times 1. If she babysat 2 hours, it'd be 6 times 2. So I'm taking 6 and I'm multiplying it by the number of hours. I'm going to use the variable h, okay, because then that tells me if I know how many hours that I babysat, or that Maria babysat, I just times it by 6. So here I've translated the phrase into an algebraic expression. Alright, let's take a look at how I'll do letter B here. So for letter B it says write each sentence as an algebraic expression. And I have 7 more than a number is 15. Alright, so if I'm looking at this part first, 7 more, okay, I'm going to be adding. Now 7 more than a number. So this is going to be my variable. So 7 more would be 7 plus, then a number, I'm just going to use the number or the letter n, is, anytime you see is, that is your equal sign, 15. So that's how I would write my algebraic equation for letter B. For letter C, it says 5 times the number of students is 250. So the 5 times, okay, I know that is going to look like this. So 5 times the number of students. I'm going to put an S, and I'll make sure it's clear that it's an S and not a 5. Here I see the is, so is equals 250. So I have 5 times the number of students is 250. Here's another way I could have done that. I could have done 5s equals 250. Same thing, remember if there's no multiplication sign, it automatically means that I multiply. And this second way right here is the much better way to write this, because if we write it like this with a times sign, we don't know if it's the timesing or if it's a variable. So get into the habit when you're timesing of not using the times sign like that. Show a different way to do it. It could be a dot right there, or just the number next to the variable.